Hello and good morning. I am making breakfast. You guys probably saw in my my morning routine. I eat the same breakfast just because I don't know if you guys know if you follow me on Instagram, but I'm currently doing the Bodies by Rachel program. It's actually my 4th program that I'm doing of hers, and I love them so much. So I'm actually on a meal plan. My hair, look at this. Like, why? So I'm basically on a meal plan, and I can switch things up, but for like the morning, I'm just too tired to think, so I just do my usual. So, and I measure everything for this, but it's 170 grams of egg whites, and you guys can see I have my little scale here that I love. It is 35 grams of rice cakes, which ends up being about 3 of them. And I always use the non-salted ones. Like, they have all those yummy flavors, like the apple cinnamon. Ooh, that's good. But, you know, because I want to stick with my macros and whatnot, I stick with these ones. They're from Quaker, and they're salt-free. There's like literally nothing in here. 0 fat, 0 cholesterol, 0 sodium, 7 grams of carbs, but I need carbs because I do pretty intense workouts. So yeah, these are the ones that I have been using, and I also use 1 full avocado. So I have all of that, and I put it on here. I put the eggs on, and one of the seasonings that she had recommended for the program, but barbecue is like my savior. So I'll sprinkle this on just a little bit just for some taste. So that's what I'm doing. I already had my green tea this morning. So I drink that as soon as I get up because I'm not a big coffee drinker. And plus, like, I'm very sensitive to dairy. So, and I like coffee with a lot of creamer in it, even though I do, well, I guess I could use non-dairy creamer, but I don't. I like all those ones that have like all the flavors in them, and just like coffee bloats me, so I literally probably drink like a cup a month, if that, just like when my mom comes over or company or something like that, but I always drink my tea, which you guys saw in that morning routine. So that's what I'm doing. Today, it actually finally stopped snowing. We probably got about 5 inches out here. I don't even know if you guys can see, but I mean, you can't see anything. Like, there's a lot of snow, and it pretty much just like came out of nowhere. I mean, they called for the storm, but I just like wasn't expecting this. You know what I mean? So my eggs look to be done. I'm gonna shut these off. Okay, and I also might do this. I used to be an avid baker growing up when I was like 12, 13, 14. I used to want to own my own bakery. That was just like a dream of mine, and I always used to bake. Not always by box. I, bake from scratch too, but I think I'm going to make some chocolate chip muffins. I know it's not on my meal plan, but you have to treat yourself, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to finish up this breakfast. Here we go. Also, my robe. I bought this to wear in my morning routine, and I never put the damn thing on. But it's Calvin Klein. It matches the nightie that I have, and it's gray. It is super, super fluffy, and it's like super cold out, so I'm going to wear this like all the time up until spring comes. So I got that. I got it like TJ Maxx for, I think it was like $12.99 or $14.99, one of the two. But this is all I do. I'm not like neat about it. Like my grandmother says, we're not Martha Stewart in this kitchen, okay? Because like she does all those, or used to, I don't even know if she still does them, all those cooking shows. And I'm like, how does she not spill anything on her? Like, how does she not make a mess? So it's like me and my grandma, when I used to go over there all the time, she used to say, we're no Martha Stewart in this kitchen. So I just kind of carry on. Carry on that. The reason I love non-stick pans and cooking egg whites, it literally, like that little film you get, it literally peels out of the pan, or out of the pan, so it's like super easy clean up. Just don't burn yourself, but that pan was sitting there for a while, so bada bing, bada boom. See what I'm saying? like everything came out of that, so that's nice. Put my barbecue seasoning. I have this stuff in stock. I also put this on my other meals. I eat chicken, broccoli, basmati rice. Also, I'm gonna eat breakfast and yeah, I will see what I'm gonna do if I'm gonna make these muffins. I'm still working, I'm still on the clock, so just wanted to step aside and make myself breakfast because I get so engrossed in my work. Like right now it's 10:40. I should be having my second meal of the day, but I'm only getting my first one in. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys later. Okay, so I have everything I need. So let's get cracking. Get it cracking? Actually, I'm not gonna start that. What am I preheating? 425. We're preheating. Let's go ahead. It's been so long since I baked. Fun fact though, like I don't even like chocolate chip like cookies that much. I can do the muffins, like these types of things, but chocolate chip cookies, I was just never a huge, I know it's like an American classic, but I just, something about chocolate chip, I don't always like them. Like chocolate chip pancakes, I'm not a big fan of. Definitely not chocolate chip cookies. But we're good for here. All right, 3/4 cup of water. I'm just gonna do it over here. Instead of using my big one, I'm just using this. Does anybody else have this type of faucet? I can't get used to it. At my mom's house, it had like the traditional like 2 handles. This one is so hard to like maneuver. You know what I mean? Like if I want a light stream of water, it's difficult for me. All right, 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. Let's put that in there. Seriously, I used to bake all the time growing up. Like from scratch, I used to make that Italian cookie. I forget what the real Italian name is, but they're knots. I used to make those. I made lady locks before. Cookies, homemade. I used to bake all the time. And just, you know, with work and you grow up, you just all these responsibilities. I find that like I don't do a lot of things that I used to do. Reading is on that list too. I used to read all the time, and I have the newest Nicholas Sparks book because like he's my favorite. And I have yet, that released like what, last October, and I have yet to read it. So I'm just gonna mix everything together. I'm gonna set that aside. I'm gonna see if I can put these both in at the same time here. Here we go with the faucet. I just want to like, see, it comes out so powerful. Let's pop them in the oven. Oh, not a good day for a foundation review. Whew, that felt good though, because I'm freezing. All right, what's the timer on here? Oh, my nose, I don't want to have to wipe it. Okay. Okay. I wish I knew how to do that. Okay, so my muffins are in the oven and my lunch break is over. I'm gonna get back to work, check those in 15 minutes, and yeah, we'll go from there. Okay guys, so muffins are hopefully done. Timer went off. Remember, I put them for like 15 minutes, not 20. Actually, they look done. So I'm going to take my knife and do the little stab and make sure it comes out clean. It did, so these are done. See how like quick and painless that was? Not a lot of dishes, one bowl, not too much measuring, very simple, easy peasy. So I'm going to let these cool and then I'm just going to put them on like a dish. serving platter so I can cover them so they don't get, what's the word, stale. Hello, I am back. Work day is done. It's about 5 o'clock, so gonna clean up this situation. And what I need to do, I did my dishes. Let's see. I did those like right after I did my little baking. How cute, you guys, is this mug? It was originally $22. I think it was on sale for like $8 or something like that at Penny's. It is like a heavy duty mug and I love it. I love floral prints. I always liked floral print, but I'm like gravitating towards it more. I don't know if it's because just like age, but I don't know. I love floral, especially for like the spring. Actually kind of like matches my pillows out there. You know what? This is one of the wax melters that I use. I finally painted my damn toenails. Like, I hate when I don't have my toes painted, and this is like a, kind of like a teal blue. Fun fact, I've never had a pedicure in my life. You could believe me, you could not believe me, I swear to goodness, I've never had a pedicure. So what I have in here, I just keep all my wax melts in here with like my foil and stuff like that. This is what I have in there now. It smells phenomenal. Butter or pumpkin butter. Obviously, it's limited edition. It says right there. I think it's, you know, came out for the fall. I just have it in there. I have lemon pumpkin, also limited edition. I feel like if you have a wax warmer, the Better Homes and Garden waxes are the most potent and last the longest. I switch it out. I usually put it on every day. I'll switch the wax out like every 2 to 3 days. It's cheaper than, you know, Bath and Body Works candles. My favorite scent of all time is lavender. Anything lavender, I'm a sucker for. This one's really good, lavender vanilla, and then this one just smells a little bit sweeter. It's sugared lavender. Oh, I guess so, because it's sugared. But sugared lavender, these are really great, like spring scents. But I of course didn't wait for spring. I like, you know, put those in already. Today is Sunday, and that means it is meal prep day. I meal prep every Sunday for the next, 5 or 6 days. I usually meal prep about 5 or 6 meals, or 5 or 6 days worth of meals. So today I wanted to just bring you guys along, do nothing like too formal. I just wanted to kind of show you what I do when I meal prep on Sundays, let you know what I eat, what are some of the meals that I put together, how I store those meals, and how to prepare them. So if you guys want to hang out with me today, then just keep on watching. Hey guys, so I'm going to go ahead and kick it into voiceover here just because it's a lot of information, but this is just the app that I use, the BBR Bodies by Rachel app. I just want to take you through really quickly, and I can do a more in-depth review if you guys are interested, but just to see, these are the workouts that I do, and at the top there you can scroll through, you know, once you complete it, you kind of stay on that specific day. But for today's video, we're going to actually focus on the meal guide. So everybody who participates in this program, their meal guide's different. You know, based on what your achievements, you know, are, or what you want to achieve, I should say, body type and things like that. So the first meal there, that includes the rice cakes and the egg whites, which I prepared earlier in the vlog. I have a second meal. There's 5 meals total. I sometimes can't get that 5th meal in, but they're smaller meals. It's not like full, you know, course 5 meals a day. Some of the meals are smaller than others. So I'm going to show you how to prepare the 3rd meal, and then right here I just wanted to show you guys that you can swap out. Like, say I didn't want like the brown basmati rice or, you know, the white rice, I can pick some of these other options here, and it tells me how many grams that I need. So that's a really nice feature that I like, just to kind of spice it up and not cook the same boring thing. But this is what we're going to make right now. I'm going to swap out that quinoa for white rice, and then I'm going to do chicken and then the vegetables. So for my chicken, this is how I prepare it. I do it in the crock pot just because I feel like it's so much more tender when I do that. So I just get thinly sliced chicken breast. I use salsa, and then I get taco seasoning. I use the one with less sodium in it. just because, less sodium. You don't want too much sodium. And I'm going to go ahead and prepare this and just pop it in the crock pot. I'll usually do this like first thing when I wake up on Sunday. That way, after it cooks for about 5 or 6 hours, it's kind of like later afternoon. And then from there, I could go ahead and prepare my meals. So what I do after I wash the chicken, I'll just go ahead and plop in 1 can of salsa. I just use mild salsa. I can't take anything too spicy. And then I'm just going to layer in my chicken, and then we're going to top it off with the remainder of the salsa. You can do anything. If you just want to do chicken stock or chicken broth, you can do that too. In the program, she actually gives you a bunch of different like seasoning, dipping sauces, more healthier choices, and salsa was actually on there, and taco mix was actually on there too. So once I do that, I pop it in the crock pot, and then I cook it on high for about 5 hours. If you're doing this during a week and you're gone for like an 8-hour workday, you would just put on low for 8, but I do it on high for 5. Then in here, I'm going to go ahead and grab the broccoli that's in the freezer, not in the fridge. I like broccoli, and I'll show you in a minute here. I like to do the florets. And basically that just means you get more of like the little tree parts. I don't know why I always think of them like as little trees, but you get more of like that top piece of the broccoli and not just like the stems when you buy florets. So that's what I do. And then all I'm going to do is just like steam it. So what I do is just get like a large pan. Oh, and you guys see the snow out there? I can't believe it's like still snowing. I love it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in about an inch and a half of water just so the broccoli doesn't burn to the bottom, and the steam from the water will cook the rice. I would say this probably takes about 20 minutes to cook. It kind of depends too, like how high you have the flame and things. But see what I mean? I get the florets. I don't get just regular broccoli. It's always the florets, so you get more trees for, I don't know. It's just a thing. And I'll also sometimes get like the mixed California blend that has the broccoli, the cauliflower, and the carrots. So I kind of just switch it up. But I'm really huge fan of broccoli, so that's what I do. So I'm just going to get all that in there. I probably use about half of the bag, a little bit less, or a little bit more than half of the bag. And that's pretty good with getting me about 5 to 6 meals, which is what I prep for. I'm going to put that on high, and we're going to let that just go ahead and do its thing. Now for the rice, in the app you guys may have saw quinoa, but today I'm going to use just regular white basmati rice. I already cooked some here, and I'm going to finish off this bag. I get the kind that you just microwave. I mean, it's so easy. You just, rip it open. I put it in there for like 3 minutes, and it's good to go. So I have that ready, and then by this point, about 5 hours later in the day, my chicken's done. So what I like to do is take it out of the crock pot. And I'm really weird about my chicken. I don't like whole pieces of chicken. I like it to be more shredded. So what I'll do is I'll take piece by piece and just kind of shred it with a fork into like little pieces. I just feel like it's easier to warm up that way too. I'm testing my broccoli. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I don't have patience, so it's like I have to try it and I burn my mouth every time. But it's done, so we're good. So I'm just going to go ahead, put that broccoli in a bowl and get ready to actually prepare the meal. Now right here I use my scale. I got this at like Walmart for like $20. It measures in pretty much every metric unit, grams, ounces, whatever you need. So I'm obviously using grams. So I'm putting in, I think it was about 60 grams. I can't remember off the top of my head. So I'm just measuring out my broccoli, my chicken, and my rice. And what I'll do is every time I put something in the container, I'll zero it out. Oh, there it is right there. You can see. The non-starchy vegetable, that's where I'm using my broccoli. So it's always about 100 grams of that. But every time I put something in, I zero the scale out. It'll bring it back to 0. And then I go ahead and put my next food item in there. Then I just plop the lid on, and there's one meal down. And then I'll just do that for the remainder of the food that I have cooked. And then right here is my meal 2 of the day, which is just like a cereal with cashews. Like I said, some of these meals are smaller meals just throughout the day. But you can see I can swap out any of the cereals. I like Annie's Cocoa Bunnies. That's for the girls like here in the States. The program that I do is based out in Australia. So this is what I use, and then I just measure out the appropriate amount there, and it's a very small amount. Like this is a small meal that comes between my breakfast and the meal that we just created, which was I think meal number 3. It doesn't matter when you eat the meals, but just so you can kind of reference with that the meal guide that I was showing you guys earlier. So that's my cereal. I just put it in baggies. That way I'm really quick in the morning, just like grab the bags, pack my lunch, and just go. And then part 2 of that meal was cashews. So I'm just going to measure out the appropriate amount. I think it's literally like 10 cashews. So, but like I said, it just helps me when I measure things out ahead of time, because then I'll just take more. You know what I mean? Like I'll take a handful of cashews, not opposed to like 10. So that's that. And then for my pre-workout, before I work out in the evening, I use this one from Happy Way. It's, I think, the pineapple flavor, I believe. And this is based in Australia. And after I use this up, I'm just going to have to get like another one. I just got that just because I got it for a discount for joining the program. And then for this is my pre-workout, or I'm sorry, my post-workout meal, which is I think meal number 4, which is just more of the Cocoa Bunnies, but I could swap it out for like Honey Nut Cheerios or something along those lines. But it's pretty much just that with plant-based milk and a couple slices of pineapple. But again, the swap feature you can see here, you can do rolled oats instead. You know, if you're in Australia, they give you kind of like those brands of cereals. Of course, I like my Cocoa Bunnies because they're chocolate, and that's like how I get my chocolate fix throughout the day. So yeah, we're going to go with the Cocoa Bunnies, pineapple, and then the plant-based protein. I use this right here. I use the unsweetened almond breeze. It's the almond and coconut blend. I can't just do the almond. I can't just do the coconut. I like to do the blend. It just tastes better. And then for my protein, I use my wheat isolate protein. I just get this from Walmart. And I always get vanilla. And then my last meal of the day is meal 5. And this one I'll actually prepare not ahead of time, because honestly, sometimes I'm so full I can't even fit this 5th meal in. It kind of depends on the day and my schedule. But it is in there, and if I like it, if I'm in the mood for it, I'll just warm up. I always make extra of that chicken, or I'll just make egg whites instead, which I'll use here to swap out the chicken for my protein. And then the avos I'll use also, but I used all that in the beginning on my breakfast that you guys saw. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick little vlog and kind of see what I eat in a day. And thanks for joining me while I meal prep on this Sunday, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.